So we can start, sir.
Okay, so ready to go? All good?
Yes, sir.
Perfect. So, very good evening to everyone. And on behalf of ICRA, I welcome you all for this session. So, first of all, I would like to thank you all for joining this session because today we are going to talk on the very new initiatives which are going to be coming for you. Today I'm going to talk on all those initiatives one by one. So as I was talking in my session before also, that soon there are some initiatives which are under plan, and one of the two major initiatives today I'm going to discuss on that. One of the initiative has already been launched. So those of you who are not aware, uh, ICRA IS is running a year-long test series that is oriented towards your mains preparation, that can give a boost to your answer writing, where you can easily enhance your this entire answer writing skills over a period of time with a gradual approach, starting from the very basics to the getting into the advanced level. So that has already been launched. That is running successfully. So those of you who are a part of it very much know about it. Those of you who are not a part of it can easily visit the ICRA website. I will share my screen in a while so that you can. I will show you the tab that from where you can do the enrollment. So first initiative with respect to the mains test series has already been running. Today we are going to talk on the two major things, as November is or we are talking in the mid of the November, and soon your preparation will be more focused on the prelims part of you. So I'm going to talk on the firstly the prelims test series, and secondly the current affairs program, which is going to be launched super soon, right? So these two programs, first the current affairs program, which is going to launch on the ICRA Foundation Day, that is 25th of November, from where we started our journey. So that is the first thing. And secondly, the prelims test series, which is going to start in the month of the December, right? So in the second week of the December, we are going to start the prelims test series, and before that, we are going to start the current affairs program, right? So let me just share my screen first of all, as I was saying. So as you can see, and if you visit the ICRA IS website, right? So here, right, you can easily find two major tabs. The first tab is going to talk on the current affairs program, that is for prelims 2023, and the other tab which you can find is with respect to two major things. The first thing which I was saying, if you visit over here under the tab of the test series, so here you will find a tab for the prelims 2023 and the other test series which is going to be running for the mains, right? So you can easily enroll on any of the two. You will find the details, that how many tests are there, what is the approach, what is the schedule. So for the mains test series, we have already started. It's been more than 3 weeks for the mains test series, and prelims test series is going to get start by the this 11th of December, right? So before talking in terms of the prelims test series, I would like to talk on the first, that is current affairs program, right? So while talking about the current affairs program, जिसके बारे में बहुत सारे लोग बहुत टाइम से वेट कर रहे थे. So as you all know, the current affairs is a very important module or important aspect with respect to the UPSC preparation. So current affairs in this program, how we are going to make this program different, or how we are to make this program conducive for this preparation, because majorly ऐसा देखा गया है कि जो मेजर 3 challenges हैं करंट अफेयर्स को लेकर के यूपीएससी की प्रिपरेशन में, सबसे मेजर चैलेंज ये है कि वास्टनेस बहुत ज्यादा है टॉपिक्स की. सो आपको ये नहीं पता चलता है कि कौन से टॉपिक्स को पढ़ना है, कौन से टॉपिक्स को नहीं पढ़ना है, राइट? तो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द करंट अफेयर्स, राइट, इफ यू फॉलो एनी ऑफ द सोर्सेस, तो मेजॉरिटी ऑफ द टाइम जब आप एन नंबर ऑफ सोर्सेस को फॉलो करते हैं, तो उसमें वास्टनेस बहुत ज्यादा हो जाती है. तो आपको नहीं पता चलता है कि यूपीएससी के स्पेसिफिक that are going to be very much conducive or हेल्पफुल फॉर योर यूपीएससी स्पेसिफिक सीएसई प्रिपरेशन, कौन से वाले टॉपिक्स को पढ़ना है और कौन से वाले टॉपिक्स को डिस्कार्ड कर देना है. तो फर्स्ट चैलेंज इज विद रिस्पेक्ट टू द वास्टनेस. सेकंड चैलेंज with respect to the current affairs कि topics sometimes can be dynamic and complex in nature. So whenever we are going to talk on the IR या फिर जब आप इकोनॉमी के डेवलपमेंट के बारे में बात करते हैं, राइट, तो ऐसे वाले सब्जेक्ट में या फिर साइंस एंड टेक्नोलॉजी में जब आप डेवलपमेंट्स पढ़ते हैं तो कई बार टॉपिक्स थोड़े से कॉम्प्लेक्स हो जाते हैं और उस कॉम्प्लेक्स टॉपिक्स में से आपको यूपीएससी स्पेसिफिक कितने टॉपिक्स पढ़ने चाहिए या यूपीएससी के हिसाब से उन टॉपिक्स को कैसे पढ़ना चाहिए, दैट बिकम्स अ चैलेंज. And the third challenge, which is very much prominent with respect to current affairs, that how you are going to combine or how you are going to combine all these topics in terms of your notes making and combination of these current developments along with the static portions, right? So first challenge is with respect to the complexity, or better to put, first challenge is with respect to the vastness. Second challenge is with respect to the complexity, and the third challenge is with respect to the consolidation, right? So 3 C's are the 3 challenges for the current affairs. Through this module or through this program, which is going to get launched on the 25th of November, that is on the ICRA Foundation Day, current affairs program is going to help you out into, first of all, making this preparation smooth, plus making the complexity of the current affairs very much simple. So the first feature that we are going to start the current affairs from the January 2022 to May 2023. So the comprehensive coverage is going to give you the 1.5 years of the entire current affairs, covering the macro and the micro issues. So when I say the macro issues, so in terms of polity, in terms of governance, in terms of IR, in terms of economy, in terms of environment, or every domain where the developments are happening, they can be very, very major developments that can be asked in terms of the means prospect, and there can be minor developments जहाँ पे जो चीजें हैं वो एक इवेंट बेस्ड हो गई या फिर वो आप ऐसे कह लीजिए कि कोई डायरेक्ट बेस्ड है, तो जिसको आप प्रीलिम्स ओरिएंटेड न्यूज में काउंट करते हैं. तो कवरेज फ्रॉम जनवरी से लेकर के मई 2023 तक, जनवरी 22 से मई 23 तक. सेकेंडली, the coverage is going to cover all the macro and the micro issues of every subject, starting from polity, governance, IR, economy, environment, disaster, social issues, ethics, right? And second important aspect of this module or of this program is going to be making the things very much simple for you and discussion of the topics which are very, very relevant इन द यूपीएससी एस्पेक्ट्स. क्योंकि जो एक मेजर चैलेंज देखा गया है कि आप करंट अफेयर्स के जितने सारे मॉड्यूल्स चलते हैं या फिर जितने सारे मार्केट्स में अवेलेबल होते हैं, तो उसमें एक मेजर चीज है कि देयर इज नॉट एनी डिमार्केशन कि कोई भी इवेंट आया यू हैव टू नेसेसरली रीड, इट्स नॉट नेसेसरी, क्योंकि हो सकता है कि वो इवेंट यूपीएससी के एस्पेक्ट में उतना इंपॉर्टेंट ना हो, बट बिकॉज ऑफ एनी ऑफ द, you can better to put any of the interest, that event is made popular, जिसको हो सकता है कि आप यूपीएससी सीएससी कभी नहीं पूछे, बट आप उस इवेंट को पढ़ते चले जा रहे हैं, उस तरह की न्यूज को कवरेज करते चले जा रहे हैं. जैसे अभी रिसेंटली देयर इज अ न्यूज कि विच यू हैव रेड कि दिवाली के पास में एक न्यूज आई थी कि एक सजेशन आया था बेटर पुट कि अपने जो करेंसी नोट्स हैं उसमें एक तरफ गांधी जी की फोटो और अदर साइड हमारे भगवान की फोटो होनी चाहिए. यूपीएससी शायद इस तरीके की न्यूज पे कभी कोई सवाल पूछे, तो इस तरीके की न्यूज इवेंट बेस्ड हो सकती है या फिर उसको पढ़ने के इंटरेस्टिंग हो सकते हैं, बट जरूरी नहीं है कि इस इशू के बारे में आपको डिटेल में पढ़ना हो. हाँ, जब आप इकोनॉमी की कोई बात पढ़ें तो हो सकता है कि क्रिप्टो करेंसी के रेगुलेशंस पे आपको बात करनी पड़ेगी या फिर आपको पढ़ना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि यूपीएससी उस स्पेसिफिक में कुछ पूछ सकता है. करेंट इवैल्यूएशन, करेंट डिवैल्यूएशन पे जरूर पता होना चाहिए, एक्सचेंज रेट के बारे में जरूर पता होना चाहिए. तो रुपी के डाउनफॉल से ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट ये है कि आप एक्सचेंज रेट के बारे में जानें या फिर करेंसी का इवैल्यूएशन और डिवैल्यूएशन का क्या मतलब है इस बारे में जानें, क्योंकि दिस इज द बेसिक और द कोर एरिया वेयर यूपीएससी कैन आस्क क्वेश्चन. सो डेवलपमेंट्स जब होते हैं तो उसमें से किन डेवलपमेंट्स को किस स्फेयर में पढ़ना है, राइट, दैट बिकम्स द वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट एस्पेक्ट ऑफ दिस preparation. So first, that the comprehensive coverage is starting from the January 2022 to May 2023. coverage of all the micro and the micro issues into the most simplified manner for the UPSC civil services examination, coverage of the those issues which are very very important in nature, and फॉर एग्जाम्पल जैसे मैं बता रहा था कि एक इतना ज्यादा करंट अफेयर्स को लेकर के वो होता है कि इतने सारे न्यूज़पेपर में इतनी सारी जगह पे इतनी चीजें चल रही हैं, जैसे कोई कहता है पीआईबी पढ़ लीजिए, कोई कहता है हिंदू पढ़िए, कोई कहता है एक्सप्रेस पढ़िए, कोई कहता है बिजनेस स्टैंडर्ड भी कर लीजिए, फिर कोई कहता है योजना कर लीजिए, फिर कहते हैं कि आप कुरुक्षेत्र भी कर लीजिए। सो मल्टीपल रिसोर्सेस से जो भी नॉलेज या जो भी चीज आर्टिकल्स या जो भी इश्यूज मैक्रो और माइक्रो लेवल पे इंपॉर्टेंट हैं, दोज आर गोइंग टू क्लब फॉर, राइट? So coverage of not only that span which is going to from January to 2022 to May 2023, but also the coverage of all the articles or of all the aspects which are very much important from all the sources or all the standard sources, better to put, starting from Hindu, Express, PIB, and Yojana and Kurukshetra, and clubbing of those topics into the micro level and in terms of the macro level, right? So that your entire coverage becomes very very productive with respect to the UPSC part of you, and making the things very very simple, right? And the third challenge which I was talking about, that how you should consolidate the notes so that whenever you are going to appear for the mains, right? One of the major challenge which has been seen, after clearing of the pre, if you don't have the well consolidated notes, then in terms of the mains the revision cycle becomes a challenging part, क्योंकि आपके पास hardly 70-75 days का गैप होता है या मैक्सिमम 80 डेज का गैप है। उन 80 डेज में अगर आपके स्टैटिक पोर्शन के और करंट पोर्शन के वेल कंसोलिडेटेड नोट्स नहीं होंगे, तो डेफिनेटली यू आर गोइंग टू फेस सम चैलेंज। So we are also going to make these things simple in terms of making the notes making, that how should be the art of the notes making, that is going to be there, right? So coverage of the this current affairs into the most simplified manner with the multiple resources or the sources which are very much standard for UPSC, and compressing them into one, right? And with the importance of the notes, or how you should make the notes with the static parts plus the advanced part, or you can say the current part, right? And apart from the notes, the other aspect, that once you are reading, so definitely there should be some evaluation also, that how your approach should be or what you are reading, uska evaluation ka part ke liye definitely we are going to introduce the weekly, or better to put fortnight test, so that we can have 2 to 3 tests within a week, right? So that as we are going to cover the topics, how your performance is going to be, so that can also be evaluated, right? So it's like a complete revision kind of a complete revision, or revision kind of the approach, plus giving you that kind of the confidence, so you also learn that how a topic should be covered with respect to the UPSC, so that your analytical skills or your thought process can also be built, right? So that program is going to launch from the 25th of sorry to put, that program is going to launch from the 25th of November with respect to the current affairs program. And that program is going to be, I hope that program is going to be very much productive. So I invite you all and welcome you all for that program. And the second program which is going to be launched, that is going to be very much effective, is going to be the prelims test series. If you want to check the details, I have already shared the link on the group. So kindly go through the details. I am going to share my screen also, so that on this detail of the current affairs program, you can easily visit on this link. And once you visit, you will find that entire features, that how, as I was telling, that how it is going to cover the current affairs from the different sources, coverage of all the macro and the micro issues of all the major topics, starting from polity to disaster management to environment to economy to miscellaneous. And with respect to how you should your approach towards the editorial, how should be your approach towards the notes making, how should be your approach towards the answer writing, right? Evaluation through the test, and coverage of the Yojana and Kurukshetra, because these are the issue based maximum, right? Similarly, the second initiative which is going to get launched is the prelims test series. So once you visit on the ICRA website, you can easily click on the test series option. So you will find the UPSC test series for the prelims, and you will find for the mains. Mains test series, it's been 3 to 4 weeks, which has already been started. So if you click on, if you want to check the detail for the mains test series, because it's an year-wise test series. So year-long test series starting from the basic level to the advanced level, with the comprehensive coverage of all the subjects of all the topics, right? Similarly, the prelims test series is also being planned in the same manner, which can give you the importance of the revision, or which is based on the formula that you revise the subject and you get evaluation of the subject. So the second aspect is the prelims test series is going to start from the 11th of December. That is the starting date. So we are going to have total number of 32 GS tests, right? In which there are the firstly the module wise test. So for example, the polity will be bifurcated into 3 to 4 modules, or better to put topic wise, and then you will have a one single polity test also as a comprehensive test, and in the last you will have 6 comprehensive tests which are like the UPSC mock test, right? So total number of 32 tests comprising of the firstly topic wise or module wise, then going into one single test of every subject. For example, one single test of polity, one single test of geography, one single test of history, and in the end you will have 6 comprehensive tests which are very much specific to the mock test for the UPSC. So it will give you the entire revision of every subject and a very good approach towards the your approach towards how your approach towards the prelims part of it, right? Secondly, there will be the discussions of the comprehensive test also, so that you can know what should be the things which you should have kept in mind while solving the questions, what should be the elimination methods, right? Or what kind of the questions can be asked with respect to your upcoming prelims as 2023, right? So the test series is going to plan with by analyzing the recent trend, or better to put by analyzing the recent scenario, that how UPSC is making the questions, or how UPSC is making the questions with every subject. For example, in polity, we have seen a lot of change. Similarly, in economy, we have seen a lot of change, and especially the inculcation of the more questions from the ancient, medieval, and medieval portion, plus the art and culture portion, right? So those things are going to kept in mind. So a special focus on the elimination method, that how you are going to solve the test. The UPSC pattern is going to get followed, and what are the sources or the books which you should do, right? So the test series is going to start from the 11th of December. That is the important date. And for the current affairs, this program is going to get launched on the 25th of November, right? So that is a very special day for the ICRA, as we are going to start the current affairs program on that particular day, right? So again, I am going to just going through the features, that the course duration is going to be from January to 2022 to May 2023. Coverage of all the micro and macro issues with all the major, you can say, see the newspaper, the PIB, the Yojana, the Kurushetra, plus down to earth, or some kind of the miscellaneous sources which can be relevant. Combining those sources at one single particular, uh, you can say, at one single particular platform, so you easily can revise. And of all the subjects, polity, IR, economy, environment, science, social issues, right? So social and ethical issues are, see, here are written together as they are very much interrelated. Then going to the schemes, a special focus on the major schemes that are very much important for the prelims part. And once you are done with these revisions, or this coverage of the topics, two major learnings you can take, that how you should approach a topic, plus a very important aspect, that how you are going to do your notes compilation, right? Because that is another challenge which has been seen in the recent time, that you people struggle with respect to the notes, right? And there are going to be continuous evaluation. So you can see under this heading only, that once you go that this is going to be your class schedule, and these is going to be your entire schedule which has been written, that how the we are going to cover the topics. So once you go through the schedule, so on every Sunday, right? So on every Sunday you are going to have the classes from 7 to 9 p.m. in the evening. So this has been kept keeping in mind that many of you are also the working professional, or Monday to Friday or Saturdays you are very much busy with the other aspects of the GS or the optional or other classes. So you can easily attend a 2-hour class into the evening that has been kept from the Sunday on first 3 weeks. So for example, if I take the example of the December, right? So you see that in December there is a class on 4th, there is a class on 15th, and there is a class on there is a class on 4th, there is a class on 11th, and there is a class on uh, 18th, right? So these are the first 3 Sundays on which the class has been kept, and you can see after into the once we cover the first 3 weeks, in the last week there will be the continuous classes for the 5 or 6 days of the last week, so that we can cover the major developments of that entire month, right? So the class schedule is going to be first 3 weeks every Sunday, and into the last week it is going to be the continuous classes from 25th to 30 or 31st, depending upon the duration of that particular month. But the best part, the classes are scheduled into the evening only, so that you all can easily join. So duration of class will be 2 hours. Sometimes it can be stretched to the 2 hours 15 minutes or 2 hours 20 minutes. बट ड्यूरेशन ऐसा ही है कि पहले 3 हफ्ते में हर संडे को क्लास है, और लास्ट के हर पूरे पूरे हफ्ते की क्लास हर मंथ में होगी, राइट? सो यू कैन फाइंड द डिटेल्ड शेड्यूल, कब आपके टेस्ट शेड्यूल्ड हैं, कब आपका कौन सा टॉपिक शेड्यूल्ड है, राइट? सो ऑन अंडर दिस हेडिंग you can easily find the schedule and you can also download it. Similarly, those of you want to download or see the schedule of the prelims test series, that is also available over here. So you can easily go on the view test schedule. You will find the entire test schedule with respect to this. Those of you who are not enrolled with the ICRA, right? That's a very beautiful opportunity, because ICRA is going to give that course as a separate course also, right? So ICRA is also going to launch this course as a separate course for those who are not enrolled with the ICRA, so that they can easily take this course as a separate course. So in this link, you will find all the details and all the fee related details and all the details with respect to the current affairs module, right? So that was the basic orientation for just today. Definitely there are I'm going to take the other orientations or more detailed orientation into the upcoming weekends or in the upcoming days, but today it is just like the as I was discussing into my last discussion, that we are planning some new initiatives. So main test series we have already launched. Second is going to be the current affairs, which is going to get launched on a very auspicious day on 25th of November, and the third is going to get launched on the 11th of December, that is prelims test series, right? So these three initiatives which we are going to run, and you can easily check the details on the website of our ikrais.com. And in the upcoming days, into the upcoming weekend, into the upcoming weeks, I'm going to take more orientations or detailed discussions about the importance of these courses and how we are going to approach. As today I have a very little constraint in terms of my, because I'm not having a digital blackboard, and I'm currently traveling, so I'm at a different place. So that is the only you can say challenge. But in the upcoming days, I'm going to take more detailed discussions, right? So if there is any major question, definitely I can answer, but I'm just sharing my screen because in that manner, so that you can easily have a look on these two major features, right? So if there is any major question, ठीक है, perfect. So I think I've covered for today, and in case I'm going to take as I promised that I'm going to take it more detailed discussion. So on that day, I will also take the question. So I think for today, we can keep it short and healthy. Perfect, sir?
Sure, sir. No problem.
Okay, perfect. So that was the basic orientation, and thank you for joining. And we will be meeting super soon in terms of the detailed discussion. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for your time. Thank you,
Thank you.
students. And do remember, we'll be joining in again in coming days, wherein sir will be taking doubts in detail and kaise karna hai, kya karna hai. He'll be answering all the questions. Thank you, sir. Thank you, students who have joined.